Injustice 2, we got 2 character reveals in the form of a little trailer. They are Wonder Woman. And the Jaime Reyes version of Blue Beetle.
I don't have a theme song for Blue Beetle. I don't have a theme song.
He's a bit more of a powered up version of Blue Beetle instead of Ted Cord, who's kind of a nerd in tights.
Is this the version of Blue Beetle who's coming back in Rebirth?
No, Ted Cord's coming back in Rebirth.
Right, okay.
He's the one who died back in the beginning of Infinite Crisis, like 2008, and he's like.
I'm not a huge. I don't really know the characters at all. I just noticed that Blue Beetle was coming. I was just wondering on the marketing strategy for this. Seems a bit strange not to put the same one in for Injustice.
I think it's just because of the power sets. Like Ted Cord is kind of a normal human with technology, and he's going up against some pretty hard bastards in this. So they've got this second Blue Beetle who is kind of imbued with, is it alien tech that like bonds with his spine, and it gives him this exosuit, and it lets him do all sorts of shit. So he's nothing like Ted Cord, really, just in name and some design similarities. Go on, Scott, because you're the big Injustice guy.
I'm really excited for this. It means Wonder Woman's not dead, which is awesome. Like, because this is obviously the second part of Injustice. Injustice is 5 years after the Injustice comics, and that's leading up to that. So now, I don't know if Ed Boon said that's another 5 years between Injustice Gods Among Us and Injustice 2, or it's after it. Either way, it's cool to see Wonder Woman and some new characters in it. And you know what? Gameplay looks awesome.
Yeah.
They also announced that Supergirl is one of the main characters for it, which is awesome.
And that was the interesting thing about that, was that she has only just arrived. So she has landed on Earth to find her favourite cousin is now a crazy bastard. So that's interesting.
I love the world of Injustice, and just more Injustice. It's all good. It's got Wonder Woman, and it's got Blue Beetle now.
Was
Constantine!
Was Wonder Woman in Injustice 1?
Yeah. She has an army.
Right.
And we have an hope.
Did we worry that she was dead because there was some sort of indication that she might be dead?
If there's a time gap, it's just like if there was a time gap again, which I think I'm pretty sure Ed Boon said there's another time gap, which means any characters that come back from the first one is a good sign that they're not going to die in the comics, because I think that's what they're going to do when they hit year 5 of the comics. They're going to go and fill in again, because they're not just going to end Injustice, because it's one of the most successful comics DC have had, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. So this is all good news, and anytime they return a character, I'm happy. So, but also new characters. So Constantine, make it happen. Apparently that's what happened at the panel, was just people started going up. It's like, is this character going to be in there? As everyone's like, could happen. So apparently that's what the panel just turned into. So, which is a shame, but so excited. Injustice 2, woo!